For today's cup of coffee, we're going to be continuing on with our horror movie theme, and we're going to be discussing horror movie remakes. And some of these people thought they were good, some people thought that they were not so good. So,
yes, remakes can be either hit or miss. They really can be.
So we've got, I'm not going to go through this extensive list because it was kind of an extensive list, but I said that last cup and I still went through the list.
Yeah.
This again is from IMDb, and they're saying that the top 30, no, actually I did do the worst ones. So that was by HorrorViking from August the 30th, 2019. And I think it says it's updated October 23rd, 2020. Because...
Still been a hot minute since it's been updated because it's no longer 2020.
Well, that's true. But it was also... The other one, I will include the link. I didn't use this one. And that was the top 30 best horror remakes. And it was interesting because there was some of the ones that dude hated that the other one loved. Mm. And so it's personal. I mean, it truly is. And let's see. I was trying to see. There was somebody, and I'm going to call him Mr. Ott, O-T-T, that had sent me an email. And I appreciate the correspondence. And so there's quite a few movies that he had suggested. Mm-hmm. And so I will go back and, take his suggestion. And one of them was... let's see, The Blair Witch. He really liked the remake of that.
Yeah.
So on his recommendation, I will watch it.
But did you like the second movie that came out?
I actually, the second Blair Witch, I don't think they remade the second one.
No, they didn't remake the second one, but they did.
I did see
second one.
I did
they
see
should
it.
Not have.
Well.
It was not anything close.
I have seen worse.
That
I have seen worse. Bad. But you've got to realize, it's Season of the Witch. Was that Halloween 3 or was that Halloween 2? I think it was Halloween 2. No, that was
Halloween 3.
I like that movie. Because it was never supposed to be just about Michael Myers. And it was the money people that they took over the franchise. And
yeah.
It was supposed to be a different theme each Halloween.
But the first one was so good.
It was.
Like, here we go.
But I don't know. This weirdness, and I watched the Season of the Witch one 2-3 times last year.
It didn't even make sense. Like Season of the Witch, it didn't have anything to do with witches.
In a way it did. In a way it did. But it's just such a cool little... I don't know. It was just there.
It was good, but it was not like, Michael Myers.
No. It wasn't to that quality. It was almost like, when you've got a song in your head and you get that earworm. And so that was sort of what happened to me last year with Season of the Witch. And it was everywhere.
Must be the season of the witch.
Maybe that was just a forewarning of this year. I don't know. Some of these movies that I have never heard of, I may mention them, see if Kid has heard of them. There was one that was called Martyrs.
Never heard of it.
No. And then they're talking about Halloween. The 2007 one versus...
Was that the one with Rob Zombie? That Rob Zombie,
Yes. Trying to compete with the original 1978 one. Oof. I didn't see it myself because I wouldn't do that to myself. I heard it was horrible.
Oof. It was rough.
Rob, go back to Hillbilly Deluxe because that was just amazing. But I don't know. After that, everything for him sort of went to shit. But now you liked House of a Thousand Corpses, didn't you?
His music has always just been basically it's been the same type of music.
Except for
I
Hillbilly.
like it. Yeah, Hellbilly was like top tier Rob Zombie.
Oh yeah.
And I liked House of a Thousand Corpses. It was all right. It wasn't like top tier movie.
See, I
but it's
didn't
like,
like it
you know,
at all. I thought it was
it's
too
a weird,
extra.
fucked up movie. It's
Yeah.
like, you have to be in the mood for that shit.
Oh
you
yeah.
know?
Oh yeah. And they've got one here as far as The Fog. The original was in 1980 and the remake was 2005. Did you ever watch that one?
No.
I watched the original, and
I haven't even
basically
watched the original.
you had this really heavy duty fog, and at the end of it, it's pirate ghosts. How could you not like a movie that has pirate ghosts coming out of the fog?
I don't know. I've never seen it, so I don't know if I like it or not.
Well, you had to do that. Now, I have not seen the remake, but the original one, that's pretty cool. It really was. Now, this one horrified me. I didn't know this had happened until yesterday, and youngest kid had told me right before we started the video. And I'm like, oh, God, that's a horrible, horrible thing. That they did remake, they tried to remake Evil Dead.
I think when that was first coming out, I'm pretty sure I did tell you, though, that...
That was 2013. That was the year my world went to hell in a handbasket. Yeah. So I don't expect me to remember that everything blew up.
One scene out of two... I don't know if it's two scenes or if it's like just one scene. But anyway, so... main character ends up like... For some reason, she's cutting her tongue in half with a box cutter.
Right.
That was one scene. And then the other, like, she burns up, like, combusts. I don't know what the hell was going on with that movie.
They should have... It was one they should have left it alone.
They should have left it alone. I agree completely.
Bruce Campbell, you cannot replace the man. And Raimi, that did it originally, you cannot replace that combination. And so I guess I need to make a trip to Hollywood or wherever these people were and bitch slap a few. Because, I mean, I'm a few years too late on that, but my God. There's a movie, Flatliners, and
Never heard of that.
Seems like I may have seen the original back in the day. I think it had Kiefer Sutherland in it. But they remade that one, so I don't know nothing about it. Friday the 13th. They remade, of course, the original was in 1980. They remade this in 2009.
They have done some weird stuff with the Friday the 13th franchise.
Yeah, they've tried to milk that for all it was worth, haven't they?
Jason X.
Oh, God. Some of those were just stupid.
I remember that. And first of all, if you have, like, this weird, scary creature behind you that you don't know if it's alive or dead, but you think it's dead, so you just leave it. Why would you turn your back to it?
Because they've always done stupid shit like that in horror movies. Well, because
of her stupidity, she got her head dunked in cryo freeze and smashed on the counter. I laughed at that.
Well, okay. Did you like the remake?
It was alright. It was alright.
I don't know. I think some of them, after so long, and they do some of these combinations, it ends up being a form of Sharknado. Mm-hmm. That it's just ridiculous.
Sharknado, that was not meant to be a serious movie, I would think.
Yes, I would rather... I don't know. There are people that really... It's like wrestling. And there are people that would get highly upset even about me mentioning that. Mm. It's not real, folks. It's not real.
Depending on what type of wrestling.
I've talked to some of these people that do this. And it's all coordinated. You would kill somebody to do some of these things. Now, yes, in some of the low-level ones, they used to have the hidden razor blade and they would cut themselves because people wanted blood.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about, like, as far as that. But
as far as, like, pile driving someone's head and all that stuff.
No.
But there are people that believe that and they will get highly upset. But, so, this one, didn't watch the remake, will not watch the remake, and that is A Nightmare on Elm Street. Did you see the remake?
No. No.
No, I wouldn't even. Now, this one is right down your alley right here. And...
Ring, you completely skipped over one.
Oh, did I? Well, both of those.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you pointed that out. We know it as The Ring.
The Ring, yeah.
But the original was Ringu, which was a Japanese film. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And you said that the Japanese one is way scarier?
Oh, it's much, like, it's more, it has more subtleties that make it scary.
Right.
It's a different type of horror than what the remake in 2002 did, which was, all they did with the remake was it was Americanized.
Right.
That's literally it.
Okay.
But, like, it wasn't nearly as scary. It was kind of goofy at some points in the remake.
Right.
So, and The Grudge, let me tell you something. They have milked both of those franchises to the end of eternity. That's what I have to think about that.
And so The Grudge actually was the American version of a Japanese film called Ju-on, right?
Ju-on, yeah. Ju-on.
Okay.
It's Japanese. The Grudge. It's good. Yeah, the remake released in 2004. Once again, much like The Ring, it was Americanized. It was just an American version of The Ring, of The Grudge. Same for the sequels, and then the third one. I don't know what that one's, what those are called. But the 2020 remake that they did, that one is bad. That one is bad.
I will tell you.
It's not even the good type of bad. It sucks ass balls. It bad.
Kid actually went to a middle school dance near Halloween.
I was
dressed.
I was Kyoko.
Yeah.
I was Kyoko, which is the ghost girl who crawls down the steps in the Grudge.
And it was like, at that point, it was really hard to find a hospital gown.
Yeah. Come to find out,
I knew somebody. Gown. Well, anyhow, I knew somebody that managed to,
accommodate.
Yes. So I was appreciative. I was appreciative of that.
Come into possession.
No, I mean, it's not like it was an expensive item or that they would miss one. I'm not telling you to commit crimes. It was not me that did that. It was just somebody that, it was a hospital gown.
If someone's throwing away good shit, hell yeah, dumpster dive. I'll condone that.
Oh,
I want to go dumpster diving.
Well, it depends on the dumpster.
I'll go dumpster diving behind GameStop, Ulta. You can find some good shit.
I think they should just lay the stuff out on a sheet and let whoever wants it take it.
They ain't gonna do that.
No, because I think they get reimbursed. Anyhow, this one I haven't seen. I saw the original, but I have not seen the remake, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Rob Zombie was actually supposed to do a remake of that. He was supposed to do a remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it never went through.
Okay. Well,
But imagine his version of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's where you get House of a Thousand Corpses.
Was that what it was? He made that because he missed his opportunity on the Texas Chainsaw.
No, he made that before, whatever. But
maybe they didn't want to give him another shot.
You cannot watch that movie and be like, damn, that's a heavy dose of Leatherface.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a heavy dose of the crazy ass family.
Yeah.
Damn, that whole plot reeks of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It's a wonder he didn't get sued over it.
Oh, it was different and weird enough.
That the people just, okay. But anyhow, the original, I don't like slasher stuff. I really don't. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it was just sort of like...
I figured.
Okay.
Well, poor Bubba. Poor Leatherface.
Poor
Bubba. He was mentally handicapped.
Yes, but he was also homicidal. So
yes,
that's
because of the way that his quote unquote family.
yes,
taught him.
but it's like yes, I understand.
And actually-
compassion and empathy does have a limit.
Actually, in the original, he was doing it out of fear. He was killing them out of fear.
Oh hell, no! That is not an
He
excuse.
was.
It's not an excuse.
Have you watched the way the man moves? He was clearly terrified of the person.
He had somebody's face and he had a chainsaw.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, and he was huge.
Yes.
So no,
You should go into some of this, theories and shit behind it.
no. Now this one, the next one, I saw the original, love the original, have not and probably will not see the remake, and that is The Hills Have Eyes. And I should have written down the name of the actor.
I've never watched that movie, so.
The name of the actor in the original. It's such a unique look. And he was the one that I was showing you the other day as I was, collecting this.
Yeah.
And so that there are some people that just have a face for horror movies.
Mm-hmm. He was one.
He had such, like I said, such an interesting face.
Yeah.
That's sort of like Peter Lorre.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Lorre was very distinctive looking and very hyperthyroid. he had the bug eyes a little bit on that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know that I would be that opposed to watching parts of the remake of that one. And if it got horrid, I would just turn it off.
I'd have to see the original.
The original's pretty fun. I mean, it was sort of a low budget, 70s movie.
You're talking to the person who enjoys Don't Look in the Basement.
Well, that's okay. Well, see, Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out in 74.
Yeah.
So you had several of them that were like that.
I like a lot of horror movies from the 70s, honestly.
There was one, I don't think it's on here, where, and people, they're sitting there going, why didn't you look at this first? This guy was being hounded by this trucker.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, stalked by this trucker who intended to kill him. It was interesting. If I can think of it, I'll put it in the description box.
Okay.
So that or somebody can comment and it's like, had you ever heard of this one called The Crazies?
No, never.
Okay. Dawn of the Dead. You're a zombie fan. So did you ever watch Dawn of the Dead or remake?
I can't remember if I watched Dawn of the Dead or not.
And
I
then,
really can't remember. I think so, but it...
obviously it didn't stand out that you can't remember it.
Yeah.
We've got something called Funny Games.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of that one. The Thing, I think it was one of those Elvira jokes. I mean, I keep in the back of my brain that was an Elvira joke.
Oh yeah, and it wasn't a
Anyhow, you don't have
I do have it. She was like hosting some older horror movie, and I actually watched the movie that she was hosting.
Well, that's what she did. That was her shtick.
Watched the movie, but it was all right. It wasn't a great movie.
Be great movies.
But she was like, tune in next week with the
I don't know.
Fuck. She like sort of stuttered and she was like, the thing with two heads. The head with two things. That's what she said. The head with two things. I mean the thing with two heads. And
like I said, that was her shtick. But as far as I don't remember this one, so I don't remember either one of them. So we'll go on. House of Wax. I enjoyed. Well, no, I take that back. It seems like there may have been another one in the 80s. The original was from 1953.
Uh-huh.
And then there was a remake, it says, in 2005. I thought there was one that had...
The Omen was really good.
Who was that chick that I always have issues with? She's famous for being famous.
Oh, Paris Hilton.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought she was in one of those House of Wax movies.
Yeah, she was in the remake. And in all honesty, that ain't bad. Those movies weren't bad. But... And also, Paris Hilton, she's not that bad of an actress. People give her shit because it's Paris Hilton.
Yes.
It's not that
That's
bad.
enough.
It wasn't. She's not a bad actress. I thought she was really good though. I thought it was funny when she finally got that pole like sent through her head. Like it was.
Yes, I think that's one that lots of people would stand
literally
up and
the way that she hit the gate and then fell forward and it just goes schlunk further in and it's just like that's absurd, dude.
Well, you know, you've inherited my warped sense of humor too. Here, The Omen. This should have never been done. I will probably never
It's
ever
all for you,
watch.
Damien. It's all for you.
I will probably never watch the remake of that because I see no point in it.
I'm gonna watch the remake.
Let Me In. Now, I actually have seen that, and that was a remake of a movie from another land that I can't even. It's got little dots above the A's and stuff like that.
It's the same title, just
Denmark
in different
or something.
language.
Yeah. So, but it actually is not a bad little movie. We've got a copy of it over there.
Okay.
I
haven't watched the remake yet. But apparently they are more accurate to the books.
I will eventually watch it. I actually was going to feature that as our backdrop today. I found the original, but I can't find where I put the newest one. Mm-hmm. Maybe that was just a subconscious. Maybe I flinged it during my sleep or something.
Maybe.
All right. But like I said, Tim Curry. It doesn't have Tim Curry.
No, and you can never replace Tim
No.
Curry. That's like they did a remake of Dr. Frankenfurter. What the fuck is that movie?
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
They made a remake of that. And it was not good.
No shit. There is that is a thing that should not have ever happened.
But Tim Curry made a cameo in it, and the poor guy.
I don't care. That cast.
No, it was bad. It was bad.
Was amazing, and it just any of us that grew
the remake
up,
was absolute shit.
Of course it was. It's Tim Curry. It didn't.
Not the original. Not the remake. The original had Tim Curry.
It was Tim Curry, and then you had Meatloaf come in there, and dude that was Riff Raff O'Brien, I think is what his last name is, that wrote it. Just awesome. One of the best soundtracks ever. And somebody thought that they were going to redo that. Boom. That's a dumbass.
Remember that Ivy Lavon lady that I listened to?
I think so.
She did the opening theme for it, which is science fiction.
Yes.
Double.
And it's like, was that the one that I wanted to drag her through the screen and beat her?
No.
Okay, there was another one that had. It was an abomination. That's how you could say.
You were not impressed by her version at all.
No, because it should not have been. All right, now the Amityville Horror. I read the book when it came out. I was in like 7th or 8th grade or whatever. Freaked my science teacher out. Just like, it's a pretty intense book, yeah. The book was really good. The first movie was, it was all right. I don't think I watched the remake, but I may have. But if I can't remember, then it must not have been noteworthy.
Yeah.
But as far as nightmares about the little Jody the pig eyes looking through the window.
No.
Oh, hell. Like I said, that was the book, and it was one of those. Now, The Wicker Man. I probably will never watch the remake.
Not the bees! Oh, the bees!
See, that was just stupid, and that was Nicolas Cage.
Not the bees!
No, the original was so good.
God.
It was so good that there is no way in hell that I will sit there and watch them do something stupid like that, especially with Nicolas Cage.
It's Nick Cage.
I don't care. No.
He is a meme.
Raising Arizona was one of the few good movies that he was in. He did some kind of vampire movie at some point, and everybody was going, "What? What?" I mean, it was just stupid.
Yeah.
And I can't even remember the name of it, but it's just, and I can see a lot of symbolism in a lot of different things. That had no meaning. It truly didn't. But now the original Wicker Man was really good. That was from 1973. Mm-hmm. It stands the test of time. Poltergeist. Oh God, they tried to remake that. Did you see that?
I did not watch the remake. I refused.
Yeah. Same thing with Psycho. I can't even imagine that some foe would try to do that. I'd hated that they even attempted it. But now remember, these are this dude's version of the worst. The worst, according to him. So, you know. Same thing with Carrie. There is no way in hell that I would watch the remake of that. Mm. Because Sissy Spacek was fabulous.
I actually did watch the remake.
Laugh at you.
I actually did watch the remake of Carrie, and it was bad. It was really bad. The girl looked like, when she was doing her, telekinesis bullshit, the look that Sissy Spacek did?
Yeah.
No, sorry. The girl looked like she was about to take the biggest shit in her whole fucking life. That's what she looked like.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yes.
Sissy Spacek was just the creepiest thing.
There was no one else like her. And she was perfect for that role.
She was. And the bad girls were just, you wanted to rip them to shreds. Mm-hmm. John Travolta, well, he turned out to be an ass. So, no, I'm not going to watch that. Suspiria, is that how you say it?
Yeah, Suspiria. I didn't know they made a remake of Suspiria.
I think that I may have watched the remake not that long ago.
I didn't know that they made it.
Yeah.
They made a remake. That's
okay. It wasn't horrible. Of course, I wasn't that hopped up on the original. Quarantine, didn't watch either one, did you?
What the fuck was Quarantine?
It's one of those disease things. I do not want, like, the disease movies.
I mean, wait. Hold up. Let me see that again. Remake of Wreck. Okay. Yeah, no, I have heard of these. First of all, Quarantine, it's not a remake. It's not a remake. It's either a prequel or a sequel. I can't remember, but it's not a fucking remake.
Okay, it said remake of, I don't know what that was.
Wreck, recording.
Okay. Something from
VHS.
2007.
Yeah, it was like a found footage horror movie.
Okay.
No, Quarantine was not supposed to be a remake, I don't think.
This is what somebody
else
else wrote.
I think it was coming off of the other one.
Maniac.
Never heard of it.
No. And in the Pet Cemetery, I will not watch the remake of the Pet Cemetery. You saw it, right?
No. I'm glad I didn't.
Child's Play.
Don't you fucking listen. Poor Chucky. Have you not seen his face? Hasn't he been beat the fuck up enough? Leave the original design. Like, seriously, do not. Where's the fucking personality in an android that just fucking gets glitched out? And then goes psycho because it glitched out.
That's his
There's
genre.
no personality. I want the fucking serial killer possessing the doll, damn it.
Yeah. Hitcher. The Hitcher.
Hitcher, yeah.
There was a series at one point called The Hitchhiker back in the day.
I've never heard of that.
The Hitchhiker's a good series. House on Haunted Hill. And I don't know if that was... Yeah, the original was 1959. I think that was the one with Vincent Price. You're not going to replace Vincent Price.
The 1951 one had...
59.
59. The 1959 one had...
Vincent Price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was the best one.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I think I've seen clips of the remake, but I've never actually watched it.
13 Ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
This was one of the few remakes that I actually liked.
I didn't know that was a remake for the longest time.
Well, I actually had gone back and fallen off the couch. I saw the original. The remake. I thought that was the original. Went back and watched the one from 1960, and it made no sense. The one from 1960. So
I should watch that one.
We've actually got the 2001 version.
I meant the original.
Oh, you can watch. Yeah, it ain't much. Seriously.
I've already seen the remake.
The remake's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then there was one called The Boy. It doesn't even say anything.
It doesn't even have the remake. So then why the fuck is it on the list?
It just sort of ended. I don't know.
Is it because there was a sequel?
I don't know. It says something about...
Because the sequel is not a remake. It's not...
I understand. I don't know. They didn't... It just says that about another one, a doll being alive. I figured you would like that one.
No, it wasn't a doll. It was actually some grown-ass man living in the walls.
On this one?
Yeah. Yeah, it was based around the doll because, you thought the doll was haunted or whatever. No, it was like a doll. It was like the boy, I guess, I don't know, something was up with him. And grown-ass man with a mask on that looked like the doll's face that he wore. About to kill her. And the parents committed suicide in the movie by drowning themselves.
That's a happy tale.
Yeah. And then the second one, it was actually about the doll being supernatural or whatever the fuck, and it was bad. Point blank period, it was bad.
Are there any other remakes or whatever that you can think of right now?
No. Not off the top of my head.
I can't either. Because I try to avoid them. I do.
If it catches my eye, sure, I'll give it a watch. But first of all, I'm not that big of a movie person. I have to be in a mood to watch movies.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm over here watching fucking paranormal shows. I'm watching documentaries. I'm watching shit on YouTube and TikTok.
Yeah. I don't know. I
don't watch movies usually.
I take rounds as far as doing movies, but as far as the remakes and some of the movies that they're coming out with today, no. There have been so many people that I have heard franchises just being ruined over the past few years. I think Star Wars was one of them. I think
Star Wars should have ended a long ass time ago.
Some of the superhero Marvel things that they have ruined. And it's like, if you don't like how something has been done, do something different. Mm-hmm. Do your own thing. You don't have to go back and try to rewrite somebody else's work. That's stupid, and it's disrespectful to the person, to the artist who came up with that.
Mm-hmm. I think there is a remake to Don't Look in the Basement as well.
For real?
For real. I'm pretty sure there was a remake to that, but I have not seen it.
One of those odd...
Yeah, no, there was a remake to it. Because it was in my history, because I accidentally clicked on it thinking that it was the original. No.
I
was upset.
There is a YouTube channel, and it's maybe in Pursuit of Darkness or something like that. It's a really cool channel.
Army of Darkness?
No, it's in Pursuit of Darkness or something, and where it's this young man that he analyzes horror movies and stuff and different things, even artists. Really cool channel. If I can find that, I'll put that in the description box too. But he had analyzed the movie Basket Case. Because that was one of those, I thought, well, this is just, one of these little, yeah, that's what I thought.
Fuck that movie.
But when he goes through there and explains what the director was doing, and it's like, oh my God, I missed all that.
What the fuck was he doing? Twiddling his thumbs, eating baby powder?
No, it was something as far as giving the, trying to recreate the feel of the city and, through the visuals. And he explains even as far as, the basket, the brother that's in the basket.
There's one movie I want you to watch because I watched it and I howled. I love that movie. It goes by two names. Brain Dead or Brain Damage.
Okay.
Either way, good movie. It's hilarious as fuck. There's a baby in it.
Oh, God.
There's a zombie baby. and he tosses it around and smacks the hell out of it, and it's
that's
hilarious. And eventually he gets a lawnmower and starts chopping zombies down, and it's hilarious.
Oh my goodness. I'll try to, yeah.
The mama's ear falls off in the soup, and she eats it.
That's funny.
In the first 30 minutes.
That's funny.
Because she becomes a zombie.
Shaun of the Dead. Oh my God, I love that. I love that movie.
Just swinging
I
about.
love that movie.
Yeah, I have a figure of it, of one of them. It's
Yeah.
What the one with the croquet, whatever the fuck, the pallet, the mallet. What the fuck is it?
It's a croquet
stick.
mallet. Okay.
It wasn't a croquet mallet. It was a fucking paddle. Bop.
Oh, that's cricket.
Yeah.
It was a cricket bat. So I don't know. Now, barring unforeseen, Kid is going to discuss his movie likes and dislikes tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because the previous cup, he's like, those are the ones that you like. And I'm like, well, that's fine. We'll do a video about the ones you like. We'll even this out.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that there are people who have remakes that they love, remakes that they hate. Feel free to put that in the comment section. Kid has dropped something. What did you do? Drop your vape?
Mm-hmm.
Did you break your vape?
No. Kitty whiskers.
Oh my God. Kitty whiskers. He's collecting. He's gone wild. If you've had experiences with paranormal, supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, kitty whiskers, oh my God.
Make spells with them.
No conjurings in the house. If you've got local, regional family myths or legends, oh my God. Send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com.
I got two.
That was a good dual. Night. Yeah, that was a dual kitty whisker. So, go ahead and do your dealio.
I can't. My foot's asleep. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all, and have a good kitty cat whisker.
Did I tell you about my 11mm kidney stone?
Well, you just did.
Yeah, a few prayers. I'm
gonna have to get it broke up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have that one blasted. I'm an overachiever. 11mm.
Yeah, tell you to sit the fuck down in real life. Tell your body to sit the fuck down. I will tell you both to sit the fuck down.
Well, that's the reason that I have had days where it felt like somebody was pulling my spine out slowly.
Sit the fuck down, man.
Know that you all are loved. Prayers are always appreciated. If you need for us to pray for you or would like for us, that is definitely a thing that we do lots, often. So just send us an email. And you all have an absolutely beautiful, blessed day. And we'll see you on the next cup.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Stick them